The United States has issued a warning about people traveling to the Dominican Republic, and the news media is losing its goddamn mind over this. Check out this article from Fox News. American tourists in popular vacation spot face increased risk of being killed or robbed. Lack of law enforcement resources and corruption highlighted in Level 2 advisory for Americans planning summer vacations. Yeah, the Level 2 advisory that was issued by the United States for travel to the Dominican Republic, I mean the same one that's been issued for the last decade by the State Department when they go in periodically and review travel advisories and reissue them? That one? If you look at this travel advisory and you look at the one that was posted just a year ago by the US State Department about travel to the Dominican Republic, the advisory, the level, and the language in it is exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing at all. This, from the American media, while the streets of Los Angeles are ablaze with no king's marches and people driving over one another and fires being lit and everything else. This, while if you go to the south side of Chicago, or really any part of Chicago at this point, you risk being hurt, robbed, or murdered. This, while 20 cities in the United States have a higher crime rate than the largest city in the Dominican Republic. This is ridiculous. And let me double and triple down. Did you know that if you want to go to Italy, the United Kingdom, France, Portugal, Germany, I don't know, any of those countries in Europe, a beautiful European vacation, right? You know what the US travel advisory is? Level 2. Same exact level of travel advisory as the Dominican Republic has from the State Department. Did you also know that countries like Australia and Japan issue travel advisories warning of the unsafe circumstances existing in the United States around mass shootings, school shootings, and immigration issues? These articles get so extreme. Here's what it says. Officials are warning Americans to exercise increased caution. That's what the travel advisory is at level 2. It's called exercise increased caution. They're making it sound like they're like, everybody, stop the planes. Stop your joyous vacation to Punta Cana. You need to exercise increased caution. So do this more when you're traveling abroad. That drives me freaking nuts.
See, now that Dominican sun is exhausting. When you get home, you want to make sure you're falling asleep on a great mattress. Well, the good news is you can get one here. Colchones Naco is the premier mattress and bedroom provider here in the Dominican Republic, selling name brands like Serta, Sealy, Simmons, and even their own Naco Royal line, which is manufactured right here in Santiago. And they've got a crazy good offer for you. Come into one of their stores in Santiago, Santo Domingo, or right here in Punta Cana, buy a mattress and they'll give you 2 free pillows if you just say the code Gruber 2025. Also works online at colchonesnaco.com. Trust me when I tell you, we have their mattresses in our home. This is the best place to get all your bedroom needs taken care of. Now, back to the video.
It says the U.S. Department of State has issued an updated travel advisory for the Dominican Republic. Violent crime is a concern in the Dominican Republic despite more police present in areas often visited by tourists, the department said. Do not display wealth and be wary of meeting individuals from online and secluded locations. Are you freaking... So this is something that we feel you need to be warned about in DR. Hey, don't meet people that you met online in a secluded place. In the US, it's cool. Go ahead, do that. That's cool. I mean, come on, US, everybody's happy, man. In fact, that's what we call it, secludedmeeting.com. I'm gonna meet you there. Unbelievable. But in DR, yeah, you gotta be really mindful of that. Like, duh, come on. And meanwhile, I'm driving to this studio, which is in like, I wish I could show you. It's in like an industrial park behind everything. It's middle of nowhere. And there's Mercedes G-Wagons back here, Teslas, new Corvettes, Porsches. Don't display wealth? Are you kidding me? Look, I'm not saying you want to flaunt it, but you don't want to do that anywhere. You don't want to flaunt wealth anywhere. Do you want to even own a Tesla right now in the United States? Hell, if you are on either side of politics right now, you got the liberal loonies going out there crushing Teslas 4 years after they said we all need to buy one because now Elon is evil. And then you got the right-wing psychos who saw Elon and Trump's tiff. Now they're joining in and saying, yeah, you and me, purple hair guy, let's go take that Tesla down. No one said something bad about my president. The two of you are insane. This is the United States. You can't go to a Super Bowl parade without being picked off. You fucking kidding me? And this is the warning that they put out. Let me read it again. American tourists face increased risk of being killed and robbed. Now, you face that risk by staying in the good old US of A right now. And it's a sad reality for my home country, but it's true. You face this risk here if you go to the wrong places, but I'm gonna make you a little bet. If I were to grab 5 people, fly them down here, Give them a GPS and a car and just give them an address. I'm gonna go 5 different spots. You're going to Las Terrenas. You're going to Jarabacoa. You're going to Santo Domingo. You're going to Cabarete. And you're going to, oh, I don't know, somewhere else, far away. Pop it into the GPS, this specific address at each of them, and go there. And I want you to tell me once you're there where you felt unsafe, where you went through an area that felt like it was high crime. You know what the answer is? You won't. You'll arrive there, you'll be like, yeah, some bumpy roads, and I saw strawberries for sale on the side of the road in Jarabacoa. But other than that, actually, yeah, it was very paved roads, nice gas stations. I paid a few tolls. Drivers are a little nutty. The motos are crazy. Took some getting used to, but yeah, I didn't go through places where I thought I was gonna get knifed, like I heard on the news about having an increased risk of being killed or robbed. So let's just simmer down on the whole new travel advisory issued. New travel advisory, same as the old one. If they increased it from a 2 to a 3, that would be a concern. But they didn't, so let's just chill out, relax, enjoy your Dominican vacation, the $300 rounds of golf, the $700 food that I ate at Nina's restaurant in the St. Regis. Who's scary? St. Regis is scary. This is assuming people are landing in the middle of a barrio, like Capotillo, and they're just gonna hang out there like, oh, why are these gang members looking at me like I'm funny? I thought it was so safe here. Give me a break. The places people are going, I've never felt safer, to be honest with you, than living in Punta Cana. I haven't. I don't know how else to describe it. So this is a major miss by the US media. It's annoying. All it does is hurt local people, and that annoys me. So I wanted to put it out there. Let me know what you think. Drop it down below. We'd love to hear from you.